Okay, how do you use angles when doing haircuts?
When we do a haircut, we work on some very specific angles. One of the most common ones is what they call a 90 degree. And what that is 90 degrees straight off the head. So, if we're coming off the head, if I'm here, that would still be 90 degrees.
Because your frame of reference is, your starting point is right there.
So if I pull this straight off the head with the comb, that's 90 degrees.
Okay.
But if I want to cut it to 45 degrees, I would drop it to there.
Okay.
And that would give me a 45 degree cut. And if I want no layers at all, we would just pull it straight down and we would do a 0 degree.
Okay.
That has no angle whatsoever, it's straight 0.
So if you do a 45-degree angle, you're constantly changing your beginning degree?
It depends on where off the round of the head. We use this as a flat base.
Okay.
So if we pull at the top of the head, that would be 90. Straight off the top of the head. But if we do it 45, it would be there. Not everything you do in angles is off a flat surface.
Right.
And we're using the head as round.
That's a good concept.
Yeah. So you're using it from your base point.
Okay.
If you find your base, 90 degrees off the head would be here. But this is also 90 degrees. And it's two different frames of reference.
So if I took a protractor and I put it here, the 90 degrees would be here.
Correct.
But then if I put the protractor here, 90 degrees would be coming off that way.
If you set the protractor directly against the side of the head, that would register at 90 degrees. The same way 45 would be here. But if we're 90 degrees here, what would this be?
Is that 45 degrees or
So
going
that
the
would
other
be
way?
going the other way, so you'd be at 120.
Does that happen a lot?
It does happen, especially if we're want to make a specific haircut. If I'm pulling 90 degrees and what they call longer layers, then I would pull it over direct it this way to make me now 120 degrees.
Do you always measure from left to right or right to left?
Usually because we're always standing behind the head. But not to get too deep into hair theory, but if we do what we do to one side, just like doing algebra, what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Otherwise, they won't balance.
This is making me so happy right now.
But it's just like doing math. Whatever you do here, you have to do here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you take half of this and a third of this, then you're this way. So you have to be balanced.
Do you ever use different degrees in the same haircut?
All the time.
Okay.
You're using, your most common are 45 and 90. But if you're doing bangs straight down, 0. It's always going to be a 0 degree angle. If you pull them up, then they won't be laying as bangs. They'll be layers.
Gotcha.
So we'll use multiple degrees in one haircut.
Well, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
I love that so much.